Good day, traders. It's Michael here. I just fired up the recorder. It's well, you probably know this already by looking at the video date. December 28th. I took SLW short at 28 even. Got in a little bit late, as I am also doing with this recording. But nonetheless, we're up right now about $150. I got my stop set at 28.05. And this trade so far is looking good. Silver down pretty good today. Actually, it's breaking down. I'm going to go to the silver chart for a second. This is silver on a weekly, and over there you could see this is going back to the beginning of the year. The previous low here was 27.41, and this morning we are down at 26.5 roughly. So on a weekly chart, this is breaking down out of this, I don't know if you want to call it a consolidation or not, of several weeks, but regardless, it's going for, let's see what this low here is, 26. So all the way back to January, almost to January's lows at this point. So I'm going to stay in this trade. Like I said, 28.05. I got $100 at risk. Go back to SLW here. Near the low of the day. Could use some data here, that would be nice. This would not be a good time to lose my data feed. Alright, that outage was not TradeStation. That in fact was a connection problem that I had between me and my ISP. So fortunately I had my stop set and I was in no danger, and now we're going down to the lows of the day here, 27.82, up about 300. So with that, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to lock in about $100 right now. Worst case scenario, just in case something happens and this thing decides to rebound. Thinking about the actual SLW chart itself, not quite the same as the silver itself. It's not at the lows of the last few weeks. Got a long way to go though. So if this was to be support, 25.84, clearly, again, this weekly chart, by the way, folks, clearly we have plenty of room to go before we would get down at that level. Those of you who have watched these videos before, you know where I'm looking to go here, at least to this level, and depending upon how fast I get down there, we may just sit on this and see if it consolidates here again, and if it does, has the potential to break down further on the day, and we'll play that as it goes. From a market perspective, guys also know I use the SSO to track the SPY only because visually it's better. It moves twice as much as the SPY. It doesn't show as tight a range on the chart. And as you can see here, we're heading down very close to the lows of the day. This low is 46.14, and we are right about there now. So this 8-period moving average up here tends to hug this, so it's kind of outpacing that moving average, which means it might actually continue to consolidate here at the lows for a time, but we'll see what happens. Market overall is down about 100 on the Dow, 25 on the NASDAQ, and 11 on the S&P. Okay, so I'm going to put this back on pause at the low of the day here, 450 up right now. Just to show you that real quick, my matrix over here, 432. The green line here indicates the low of the day. I think I'm going to lock in a little bit more than this here. Let's go for a nice round 27.90 there. Which is really, I mean, if that thing came back to 27.90, I have to be out of this trade because that's almost a full retracement of this last 15-minute candle, which is now 9 minutes old. Alright, this video is going to be too long if I keep talking. I'm going to put it on pause. For now, we're down at the low, 590 plus in the bank right now. See that right up here, open profit loss, 1800 short. You can see right here, stock overall down 4.2%, and looking good. We're coming down pretty fast here, so depending upon how we respond when we get down this level, I'll decide then whether I'm going to keep it or just cover it when I get here. Up to 6 minutes now. I'm going to have to do some tailoring. Be back soon. Real quick, back to the, I know this is a long video, but real quick, I just want to show you the silver daily chart. Again, you guys have watched these, you know this is 130-minute candles, 3 per day, 5-day moving average on this black line. You can see we broke down far back as this chart goes, for sure, and it is as far back as it goes, which is all the way back to the November 17th. So we broke all the lows, and silver itself heading south. We are now up 600 and change. This is the silver chart, or actually the silver trust, I should say. It's not the actual silver chart. Back to my SLW here, sitting very close to the low here. Low is 27.65. That's the bid. And you can look, by the way, look at this. This is a nice stock to trade. You got plenty on the offer if you have to cover. You got plenty on the bid, although less on the bid for the moment at least than is on the offer. But that's it for now. I'm going to put this back on pause. Okay guys, we're coming down to the lows and very close to my second level down. I've decided at least to cover this down at the 27.46 level. A little bit less than $1,000 should I get down there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if it consolidates along this line again, and if it continues to consolidate there, then I may take it short again a little later on to hopefully get down to this level. But seeing as how this is the week after Christmas and things are kind of slow, I'm going to have close to 1,000 if I get there, and I'd rather not play around with it too much since the market is so slow and the opportunities are not as prevalent as they usually are. So with that, I'm going to cancel my stop. I'm going to manually control that part for now, and I'm going to put a cover in for this at 27.46, which the order is now set on. And we're getting down pretty close to 27.50 level, up about $860 right now, and just waiting for 4 more cents to get out of this trade, and then see if we consolidate before we pick it up again. Just going to let this run, and we'll cut out whatever I don't need, but I want you guys to see the fill here. Just bounced off that 27.50 level. Silver itself is very near the lows of the day, down 5% now. Really low, really close to the low of the day, which is probably why silver wheaton is right on its tail. Okay, we're back down to 27.50 now, 4 cents away. If we get through this 50 level, this might punch right down there to 46 in a hurry and get me out of this trade with 972 in the bank, waiting patiently for that to happen here. See, the volume is increasing. This 5-minute candles, by the way, guys, this is where I sold it short over here, and you can see it's been under pressure since the get-go, which is like the best trade you want to make. Boy, if you find those, they're a whole lot comfortable than the ones that kind of just sit around up there for a while. But at the same time, when you're getting down to where you want to get out, you got to be patient. That's what I'm trying to do here. We're trying to get down to that 27.50 low here. You can see on this 5-minute chart, we got every candle is lower highs and lower lows than the previous one, and it's like the best trade you can make when that's going on. Boy, everything's going your way, and then you just got to be real patient when you're trying to get your fill here, which is I'm trying to do. We can get through this 27.50. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to where we got to go here. Okay, real quick guys, I've been sitting here enduring this pullback at a high here of 27.72, trying to come back down, but it's fighting that volume, not particularly strong anymore in either direction. But what I think I'm going to do is cancel that that cover, and I'm going to go to a stop here. If this rallies back up to 27.72, I think I'm going to want to be out of here with about 500 bucks. On the other hand, if it comes down, then I'm going to hold it and see if I can break this level here. So either way, whichever way it happens to pan out, we'll pick it up. Okay guys, as you can see, I don't have any shares anymore, and the reason I don't is because I got tripped out right here on this candle, just below that, actually 27.69. I saw this reversal 5 and I said, alright, I better get out of this thing, it's going the wrong way. And you can see quickly what happened right after that. So right now we're down back to 27.50, but I wanted to show it to you anyway, because it just goes to show you that this is not that easy to do once you get emotionally involved with your money. So I took my $550 profit at that point, and right now I'm just going to continue to watch this to see how the trade progresses, just so that I could show it to you. So right now it's sitting at 27.50. I'm going to just keep this running down to where I would have covered it at 27.46, which is only a penny away now, and that was about leaving $500 on the table. Genius. Okay traders, so I'm going to end this video here. This obviously this is a 15-minute chart now. That little rally there shook me out. Actually, it was actually during this 15-minute period, but either way it took me out of that trade. It is consolidating down at this next level, as I thought it might, as this momentum eased coming down here. And normally if this had come straight down to this level, I would be setting up to take it short again, but because I was in here, I don't want to try it again down here, because I don't want to play into the folks' hands that already took it short down up there. So I'm going to leave it here and post this video. Just goes to show you, though, they don't all work out exactly the way I would like them to, and that's why you have to be on your toes with these things. Sometimes you get it right and sometimes you get it wrong, but if you get it right more than you get it wrong, you're going to be doing okay. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something from this one. I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks.